everyone, so I keep getting tutorial requests on how to make a simple crochet cup like this. Well, we're already at the table, so let's get started. So flattened out, this is the kind of shape. It's kind of like it's not a full triangle. This is the kind of shape that you want when you make the top. Like, it's not a perfect triangle. It has like a curve at the bottom. So most important thing you need is a tape measure. I got this one off of Amazon. It came 2 in the pack. It came with a regular tape measure, and then it came with this one that's retractable. It was $6. You can probably find a tape measure for cheaper at like Walmart or something, but I kind of feel like everyone needs a tape measure, especially if you're going to be making clothes for yourself. Even if you're not making clothes for yourself, like just to know your measurements, so that way when things change, you can spot the changes. So for the cups, what I do is, okay, say this is a boob. This is the side view of the boob. Can you, I don't know if you can see this. Okay, let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, say this is the side view, this is a boob, right? The measurement, like, okay, this is the going into the stomach. The measurement you need to figure out what your starting chain is going to be is you need to measure from like right here to the nipple. So like this, right? And then, okay, say this is the boob from like a front view. Give me a second. So you need to know, there's the clavicle, what have you. So front view of the boob. So you need to know the measurement from the base of the boob right here to the nipple, and you need to know from, so this is the clavicle, like right, maybe an inch below the clavicle. You need to know from here to the base of the boob to know how big you're going to make the cup. So this measurement is going to be, you see, is this inches? Okay, so this measurement is going to be like from the top to the bottom, like how long you want the cup to be. So in terms of generic measurements, I find, this isn't for everyone, like everyone's measurements are different, but I find that for size small, from the base to the nipple is usually like 2 inches to 2.5 inches. For medium, 2.5, well, size small usually is 2 inches to 2.5 inches. Medium is usually, again, 2 inches to 2.5. And then you just increase the cup size. Then for a large, it's usually like 3 inches to, I would say 3 inches. The extra large is 3.5 inches from the base of the boob to the nipple. So that's how I measure my starting chain. Now, in terms of the actual starting chain itself, I highly recommend starting with a stitch that can stretch, because if there's no stretch right here, this is going to not form to the boob and is going to cause issues. It's going to either smush the boobs to the chest, which really, really sucks, or it's going to cut the boob in half, so it kind of looks like you have 4 boobs. If you're larger, I find that for smaller sizes it's not really a problem, but for larger, like once you start going into the extra large sizes, extra, you know, XXL, like it becomes an issue. I'm a 36 triple D, so things are a little bit heavy, so when I don't use a stretchy stitch, it makes it look like I have 4 boobs, or it smushes to my chest, which is very annoying. So anyway, let's get into the crochet thing. I already know my measurements that I'm going to start with. I'm 3.5 inches for my starting chain. I'm going to be using Peaches and Cream stripey because it's very, very soft. Oh, sticky. Let's try to see if we can find the center. Okay. So the only stretchy stitch I know is a half double crochet foundation stitch. So that's what I always start with, but you can pretty much start with any stretchy stitch, any stretchy stitch that you like, as long as it's not a chain. I kind of feel like starting with the chain stitches, for me personally, is a good way to sabotage a good top design. So for half double crochet foundation stitch, so magic loop, chain 1, yarn over, insert the hook, pull 1 up, go in here, pull through 1, then pull through 3, yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 1, pull through 3, and I'm just going to continue that until it's at my 3.5 inches. So I'm gonna keep going. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think about 14 should be it. I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll measure at 12. 11. Yeah, I feel like 12 is my 3.5 inches. 12. Okay, so let's see. So I need 2 more. 13, 14. Now I'm just going to put this against myself just to make sure I didn't overdo it there. Okay, I think that's good. $3.5. I'm going to take 1 out. Okay. Let me see again. Is it 3.5? All right, 3.5, we're good. Now I'm going to just double crochet back. So chain 1. I want to double crochet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now in this loop, notice I didn't close the magic loop earlier. I'm going to put 5 stitches in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where all our increases are going to happen for the top. Gonna close this now. Then I'm going to work my way back over. Hold up, I'm gonna tie this, actually, yeah, I'm gonna tie this off just to make sure it never comes out. Pull it tight. I'll do a triple knot. It's not necessary, it's probably overkill, but that's what I like to do. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Chain 1, turn to work. We're going to work our way back over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we're going into the 5 stitches we put in there. I'm going to put a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and I'm going to put 5 double crochets into the 3rd stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just keep doing this until the cup is as big as you want it to be. So these are the cups I ended up with. I did about 9 rows for each one, so just back and forth, remembering to put 5 double crochet as my increase. For the bottoms, in terms of support, you have to use a stitch that doesn't stretch. In my case, I chose to do single crochet all across the bottoms. I added ties, of course, and I just basically used a simple willow granny stitch, willow granny square for the front panel. You can do anything you want. You can do double crochet back and forth until it's as long as you want it to be. I'm going to go in and I'm going to line it, but so I said all that to say, make sure the bottom doesn't really stretch far, and you start with a stretchy stitch. I chose half double crochet like I showed in the beginning. That's pretty much it. I actually start with a stretchy stitch even for smaller cup sizes. It just seems like it would be more fun and more comfortable if the cups always like follow the shape of the body as opposed to like smushing it or cutting parts off. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's how I start making cups for every single top that I make that has cups that looks like, you know, that looks like this. Hope that helps, and yeah, that's pretty much it.